Hello, I'm Joshua Hart, and this is my project Alpha. I couldn't get everything done, and there are a boatload of bugs that just keep popping up as it's getting closer to turn in. So I'm just going to show what I've gotten done, explain any bugs that I've run into that I can't figure out, and where I'm going to go from here. So, you know, I I couldn't get everything done. I've wanted to, but it just became too much in a short period of time. I did get two very important things done, which is the login and registry and the uh, job creation. Now, again, there's still a litany of bugs, including some in the login and some in the job creation. But otherwise, they do work like they're supposed to, and I will show you that right now. Um, so I guess the first bug is for some reason, if you create, when you create an account as just a normal account, if you hit register account, it will just pop up this screen, and I don't know why. Um, but I've tried to, and I've tried to debug it, but when it debugs, it works as I want it. So I'm thinking that something's going too fast for it to really acknowledge that something's happened. I don't know, but if we go in and do, if we log in as that user we created, it pops up with the proper information. So there's a disconnect somewhere. So that's the first bug I've run into. Otherwise, the account is created and it is storing all the information into Firebase. And we can go and create a job. Um, Here's another thing. For some reason, the API I'm using, which is getting a using the address and trying to get the latitude and longitude, for some reason it can't get those, and I've tried using their sandbox, and it can find the keywords just fine. It's just it won't work for this. So I don't have it actually pulling the latitude and longitude, but it does record a latitude and longitude and saves it out to the database, which I will show the database afterwards. So I don't have this limited. I wasn't sure what I should limit it to. I did limit this one to be at least 2 hours, but I should set a max time. And then, yeah, again, so we go to find a driver. I already have a driver created, and it does sort by price, but I don't have it actually doing anything with it. So if we go into this one, we can see all this information and the driver, voila. We can check status, which is my workaround for now until I get the notifications working. Uh, what the driver is supposed to do is he goes on his account and he can, instead of the create job, it will be a check request. And if he has a request, it'll bring him up to the accept and deny section and then work with that. But unfortunately, I couldn't get to that in time. You can cancel the job. It'll warn the user, and if you hit yes, it takes the user straight back to here. I think I know the reason why it's doing this, and it's because I'm not clearing the data. I can quickly fix that, but yeah, and it does dynamically show the price that you would pay if you were to hire this person. And yeah, so that's all I could get done, and I do have it logging out. And we can quickly go in and create a driver. Just to kind of show that I do have the driver section all worked out. I don't have any way to uh, do the background check, but again, that will be done at a later date. And I do have all of these states. And my plan is I'm going to actually separate all of the drivers out by state. So that way when the user goes in to create a job, all he sees is all the states, or all the users in his state, trying to figure out a way to limit it until I can get the GPS section working. And I do have it limiting the numbers a little bit, so this all works out. And then we set up the driver, and this one works perfectly fine. Unfortunately, it still counts it as a user, so all the stuff that is a user is still there. So I have to, I think it's a bunch of timing issues for all the errors for that part of the login. But otherwise, the login does work, creates a user. And if we go into Firebase database, which is this page, you can see I've been working with this. We can see all the users that I've created, and then uh, here's the people. Here are all the users, and we only have 2 drivers. And then in storage, we can see that all of the people saved their stuff. If we go back in here, just kind of spot one of them, one of the drivers. Go in here, and we can see that it does save both the both of that information, as well as saving out the jobs. Now, if you cancel a job, I don't have it actually deleting it yet, nor do I have, again, I don't have any way for the driver to see it, but I'm hoping to get the rest of the alpha done before the beginning of next class. I know that there's a lot of stuff that I didn't get to, and I'm kind of begging here. I don't want to fail because I can't afford to fail. I've I leave next month, and I want it to be my last month. Already I've already set a date. I've already got everybody hyped. I know this is kind of a lot of to ask for, and I think I got a lot of it done. And given that if I had an extra day or two uh, to finish it, I could finish it in one more day, guaranteed. But you know, stuff happens, life got in my way, and here we are. I'm glad I got done when I got done. So, anyways, that'll be it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And I shall see you on Monday, hopefully.